There's been nights when I'm flaring up and I am, peeing 12 to 15 times, and I'm just back and forth, back and forth. I'm Charlotte McKinney, and I live with a condition called interstitial cystitis. IC is a chronic condition that causes bladder pain, bladder pressure, and sometimes pelvic pain. Basically, I pee all the time. I'm gonna take you through how this affects my sleep, my diet, my exercise routines, my relationships, and my career. I'm an actress and I model, and this year it'll be 4 years that I've been diagnosed with this. And I feel like every day's a new day. Every day I'm learning a new thing, trying to find a way to feel better and be better and do better, and coping skills. Learning to deal with that chronic pain has been a work in progress. So for me, sleep is super, super important because with my condition, I'm using the restroom kind of all night. But luckily I have these tools that can ease that pain and help me throughout the night. So every night I like to really prioritize my sleep and find the best way to calm down from the day, just relax and ease into it so I can get a full night's sleep. I love to start my evening with digestion teas with ginger and mint, or sometimes I'll do a chamomile tea. It's just something gentle on my body that kind of gets me in the mood. So cheers. Another thing with my condition is I get really dehydrated in my face, so before bed I love to do a ton of hyaluronic acid and really just penetrate all the hydration in my skin. Love taking a warm Epsom salts bath. I've noticed I really enjoy the CBD lavender bath salts. Something about bath salts really relax my body. I tend to get super tense by the end of the day, and this just kind of relax me, and the lavender smells really nice. And my pride and joy that I just don't go anywhere without this. I'm on so many other medications that I really want to limit that as much as I can, and this relief tincture from Papa and Barkley has just, for me, has really helped me ease into sleep. And I travel with extra ones of these in case I'm on the road, or sometimes taking this before a flight can kind of ease me into sleeping on the plane too. So love that. So I love this Moxie that my acupuncturist gave me. I put it where I'm having pain. Just light these bad boys. You have to be careful with these because I have burnt myself several times. They burn really fast, so if you do this, beware. I also love a CBD body oil. I rub it on my stomach and it kind of sinks in to help relax my area there. And depending with how I'm feeling, I love to pop this massive heating pad in the microwave. And the thing I like about this is the weight is kind of comforting on, when I'm dealing with pain, pressure sometimes really helps it. I love a heating pad. I do this on my face, but they just came out with a body one. I am all about red light therapy, LED lights. I do anything I can do to get a bit of relief. So I try this at nighttime. So I will just place it here, watch my stuff, and so my phone is something I've definitely been working on. When I put my phone away before bed, I notice such a difference in my quality of sleep, my mood. And I also notice that I sleep through the night a lot better because my life in the past has always been go, 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 travel, sleep, was kind of secondary. And I just came to a point where I was just I physically cannot do that anymore. If I don't get my 8 hours, I'm kind of a wreck. Something I've been slowly learning and trying to understand is what works for me and how far I can push myself. In the last year, I've really focused on, making sure my body is okay instead of running on empty and crashing all of a sudden. When you look on my social media, it paint a picture of health and wellness, but when I see a photo, I take myself back to that day or take myself back to that event, and I can feel the pain I was in. For me, work usually includes a lot of travel. It takes a lot more than just jumping on a plane and going somewhere. In the past, I've been in remote locations and having to go to hospitals, and it's just not that fun. So I usually like to see my doctor before I leave town. I also have to make sure I have every medication I have, which is a full-time job in itself. Instead of ignoring things or symptoms, I listen to my body and I take care of myself. That sometimes leads to saying no to a job if it's somewhere far I don't think I'd be up to, or if it's just a week I'm having a really bad flare-up or big events. It does take a toll. I think for my condition, there is such a correlation with what I'm eating and how it makes me feel. I definitely have a large list of trigger foods that can really throw me off and just cause a ton of discomfort. Processed foods, anything really high in sugar, dairy, gluten, and alcohol. All the fun stuff. I really love spicy food. Like, I'm just like the spice queen. And those who know me know I live for hot sauce. I mean, I grew up on just covering my food in hot sauce. And when my doctor was telling me to limit the hot sauce, I mean, my heart just broke. I noticed that when I eat a lot of produce, it makes me feel good. So I tend to keep a ton of it around, frozen in my fridge. I've just grown to love going to the farmer's market. Maybe I'm just becoming an adult, but I just get really excited when I find new things, and I'm always trying out different produce, lemons, limes, oranges, bananas. I love avocado, fresh berries. I love fresh berries. I love to put my berries on a chocolate dairy-free ice cream, and I'm totally obsessed with Meyer lemons. I love these. I put them in my water throughout the day. All about staying hydrated. I've really found so many amazing alternatives. I feel like when my body feels good and I'm eating the right things, it sets the tone of my whole day. For me, exercise is a huge part of my life. Sometimes putting your pain or your energy into something else can distract you. I find when I wake up and I'm not feeling good, getting myself out there in nature or going to a yoga class sometimes helps me. I think I work out almost every day or every other day. Breath work for me is massive. Breathing for me is a huge way to manage pain. I think people think, oh, if you're not feeling well, you should lay in bed. But for me, moving around and getting my circulation going is I think it's key. Working out really relieves a lot of my stress, keeps me grounded, and I can kind of take a deep breath and kind of move forward on my day. I think for me, what's been the hardest thing is maybe letting friends down or any relationships I'm in and not being able to be there. And I can come off as uninterested or unenthused or something like that when I'm really just dealing with pain. Once I told them what I was dealing with, it made our relationship stronger. And I think I'm learning that if I want people to really understand what I'm dealing with, I really have to learn to communicate and just tell them what's going on. I really value the true, authentic, and real relationships that I have now, and I'm just beyond grateful for the people who do understand.
7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4.
My boyfriend and I were together almost a year before I got diagnosed. I felt so alone, and I tried to explain it to him, but it was really hard for him to understand. And it definitely took a toll on our relationship. Not only do I need support, but he needs support too. And I feel like at the end of the day, it really has brought us closer. And if there's good days when I'm feeling great, we really enjoy those days and try and cherish the good moments. It's really helped me empathize with people way more than I ever have. When I was first dealing with all this, I felt like there was nobody that could really relate to me. And I found a couple Instagrams on the internet that girls who have my same condition or some like it made me feel less alone. I think at the end of the day, we all want to be seen, and I think if people can understand everything's not what it looks like sometimes, and sometimes someone just acknowledging you not feeling well or you not doing well is just so much more comforting than people actually think. So always be nice.